Menu narration option is set to off.
radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with Geis, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
That's good.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
It leads to second.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. This is Geis. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Thomas. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Thomas. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Thomas's pass.
25 yards that time.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now this will complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The 42-yard line.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 2. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Bowden. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The whole bevy of Patriots there that time to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Reynolds. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, Thomas. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Texans.
They'll run on first down. Reynolds. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
4 yards.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Thomas. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Patriots 14. Texans 6.
McCann's got it teed up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, read it well and it's picked. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Patriots.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Reynolds.
Ball carried
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
5-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Thomas. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
To number 13, Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Houston.
Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will cut the lead down to 15.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Bowden, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now a timeout.
Midfield to the
7 seconds left in the first half.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Thomas from the gun on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, Reynolds. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Thomas now from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Reynolds, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Thomas. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On the ground, it's Bowden. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
His throw incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Thomas to throw on third down. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
28.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, this is Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 3. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
That's good.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The 6-yard line.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
McCann's got it teed up. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Micah Kaiser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his first throw here is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. Through the snow, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Thomas throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run with Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
A 35-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that, with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, you ready? Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Reynolds. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
First throw now for the backup Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He'll air this one out for Kirk, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
On first down, it's Reynolds. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Durham, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Durham, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll run on first down. Reynolds. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reynolds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string.